Humidity is a good thing, but sometimes too much is too much, and this is way too much for me. It's entirely possible to get way too much humidity in your guitar. A lot of guitar makers will talk about how they need to do certain things, like they like to keep the humidity down, they like to keep it at 30–40%. But around here, it is actually possible to get way too much humidity into your guitar. Therefore, you're actually going to have big problems. It can cause a lot of cracks, it can cause what's called compression. So that means when you have a compression fracture in your guitar, the wood itself has swollen beyond a reasonable amount. And when the wood swells up at that point, you're going to have a lot of issues. When you have these issues where the wood is overly swollen, you kind of create a new set point. And when you have a set point for your guitars, you may change the humidity that it needs to be at from 50% or lower to something really, really high, like 75–80. And that's why a lot of English guitars have some problems, because they have a tendency to want to, be at 75–80%, because a lot of the European makers tend not to do a lot of humidity control. One of the things that we have to contend with is too much humidity. Now, wood moves at a very regular rate, and as you are doing a lot of the building, if there's a huge amount of disparity between a low humidity and a high humidity, you run into significant issues. One of the things that I've contended with are some Spanish guitars. They may start with the letter F and an eta, that the top and the back do not agree on what humidity level. So the top was very happy at about 35–40% relative humidity, and the back really wanted to be around 75 or 80. And so that put a lot of stress into the guitar. And I was having a very hard time getting those cracks to close. And part of it was because at some point in time, obviously the guitar was built poorly. Now, other guitars, being in Chicago, well, not currently, but, where my shop is in Chicago, I've definitely seen a lot of guitars where people are using the humidifiers in the summer because they were told to add humidity. Well, that's not the best thing ever. When you are adding and constantly adding humidity to your guitar, it's very much possible to do too much, where the top itself gets locked into its rim position, and the wood has no place to go. Violin has the arch, so if you listen to a violinist or a cellist or a bassist, they talk about having a winter bridge and a summer bridge, where the summer bridge is a little bit lower because of the neck angle changes and the pushing of the arch. So they've got room to expand and contract on those instruments. A guitar is essentially a flat plane, and when you see when you have a guitar top that has been locked into the rim, it doesn't have anywhere to expand to. So essentially what's going to happen is that the wood fibers are going to swell but be held in place. So they get crushed into the new humidity level. So maybe when you do bring it back to that 50% relative humidity, like you've been told by experts, that you're going to have big problems. I had one guitar, I know the maker very well. He likes to build around 35% relative humidity, which I get it, it's going to prevent cracks from dryness now. But what happened is that this guitar moved to a very, very humid climate, kind of like the tropical climate here. And the humidity was sitting at, 85–90% relative humidity because it was just on the ocean. Now, one of the things about being on the ocean is that there is humidity in the air. So that was fine the entire time. Guitar never cracked while it was humid. The owner moved up to a cold cold place, and we all know what happens with humidity, and they brought it to 50% relative humidity. That guitar cracked really badly because, being built at 35%, brought it up to 80–90%, held it there for about a year or 2 years, I think. and then brought it to 50, it cracked at 50. So even though you may build your guitar at a lower level, it still can be reset. And so that was kind of worst of both worlds, where one, the guitar always sounded kind of soggy because there's too much moisture and humidity in the wood. And two, you actually had to keep it up at the higher level so that way it doesn't crack. Now that we've done all the ways about talking about humidity and had too much of it, what do we do to keep it in check? So first things first, stop using your humidifiers during the summer. There's no need unless you live in like Phoenix or somewhere in the desert. If you live in the north, definitely don't do it. Use the two-way humidifier packs, or the silica gel works pretty well as well. So that's really the best thing that you can do. If your guitar gets over-humidified, that's just going to be the point. But the best way you can tell without using a hygrometer, because you know my thoughts on that, you want to look at the fret ends. If the fret ends are sticking in, meaning your thumbnails fall into that, that means it's going to be too humid. And if that's the case, call me up and we'll figure it out, all right? So, with that said, just a quick one today. If you have had any issues with humidity like this, let me know. I want to hear about this because, sometimes there's solutions that can be done. What do we say? Like, subscribe, follow, Patreon, blah.